So while you're working, you have to think about this as you're developing the medium, trying to focus the viewer at the point that the action that is telling the story is at. Is there any space, like in traditional theater, where you use visual illusions or any type of trickery? Is there room for any of that in this medium, or would that be something that you wouldn't want to risk losing your viewer to?
Oh, I think it's absolutely something to take advantage of. Yeah, I think both as a practitioner of stagecraft and also, creator of digital content, I maybe it's just that for me as an audience, I'm a total sucker for things that create magic, delight, that are unexpected. And so I'm constantly looking for those opportunities to create sleight of hand, to create magic. I think, as I look at what is unique about augmented virtual reality, it is that opportunity to create something that's really magical, to try to hone in on sometimes about how a moment of magic works differently when we're talking about digital content versus physical content. Maybe an example of this would be, again, to kind of take the magician as an example. When a magician pulls a quarter from behind your ear, there's kind of a moment of magic because they've pulled this physical thing that wasn't there behind your ear, but it seems that they have just pulled it from there. And that seems quite magical. If we're in a situation where a digital character pulls a digital coin from behind your ear, that doesn't seem quite as magical. We sort of understand that digital content can kind of come from anywhere and go from anywhere. And so it doesn't quite seem so unique. But if we have a situation where a physical performer reaches behind your ear and maybe they pull a digital coin from behind your ear that they hold in their hand, and then they're able to seemingly with their finger stretch that out and to make it massive in scale, and do something else with that content, then that may cause delight. It might be that interaction, that surprising interaction between a physical character performer and a digital object can make our brains go, whoa, how is that happening? In the same way that traditional sleight of hand or magic on stage might do.
Yeah, and of course, these type of techniques because these are things that you're learning in your lab, that these are part of your experiment. So what has worked and what hasn't worked.
I'll just jump on that to actually say really quick, actually, on that point of knowing what works and what doesn't work. I think actually what's really exciting is that often I don't know. And I feel like I still don't know. I feel like what's so exciting for me both as a practitioner, as an academic, what's exciting then with my students is that it's so much of this feels like it's so new that we're really kind of just at the tip of the iceberg. And the rate that this technology, both the hardware and the software, progresses, and what other practitioners and academics are finding, means that we're constantly understanding more, changing the way that we talk about it, changing our understanding of it. And I think, as a side note, that means that for me as an educator, I'm trying to come at it for my students from the perspective of we're all in the lab together. I'm not the one who has all the answers, that knows everything, and I'm going to relay that to you. And I'm going to pull from this hundreds of years of history that is, what I'm able to draw from. We're, again, all of us in this kind of Wild West state of experimentation. And so I'm excited along with the students to see what we discover, to see what works. And I treat even the way that I'm teaching and the concepts that I'm bringing in as hypotheses that we're all testing together. And some of those things will work and some of them won't. And it's as important to celebrate the beautiful failures that don't work the way that we expect, the phenomenon that doesn't act the way that we thought it would, the things that don't translate from immersive theater, for example, into working in virtual reality or augmented reality for whatever reason, and to really celebrate that. That failure is kind of one of these, it's our huge friend in this arena.